Alright, hello and welcome. I'm going to rehash an old video that I made. Hopefully this will be easier to see. So this is Blender 4.32 and we're going to show an update on how to do a procedural texture, how to bake it and upload it into Second Life with one go. So let's get started. So okay. I guess I need to get into object mode. I'm using machine tools, so some of my actions will be a little different than what you're used to, but it should come out the same. So I followed someone else's example here and customized it just for Second Life. All right, so we got a cube, and I'm going to leave it at the default setting. Go down here, you can see the number of vertices are 32. And we're going to go into edit face. And I guess the first thing I want to do is do a GZ1 to put it on the center there in the thing. And now I want to do a scale it, or I forget S0.25. There we go. Good. Now I want to prepare it for make it nice and smooth. So I'm going to do a 7 key, control 7 key, and select face, then go to select the edges and do a mark sharp, control E, mark sharp, and that gives us a nice sharp boundary instead of a curved one when we do a shade smooth. Okay, so now we need to go to UV editing and select the whole thing. Since we're not going to worry about the bottom, I'm going to take and select one vert, a couple verts, do a control L to get them all, do an S, scale it way down, and then move it down in the corner because we're not going to mess with the bottom of it. We won't see it. Control L, move it up into the middle approximately, and then let's make it so that it can, yeah, it's constrained from before. Okay, scale it up, close enough. Okay, now we need to create an image that we're going to write to. So we're going to say a new, call it our cone. Don't need no alpha for this one. New image. Okay, that's what we're going to be drawing on. Now we need to go into shading and do a create a shade, some shade nodes. Okay, I'm assuming everybody has activated the node wrangler. So I select this one node, connect, or if I control T and go over to this guy, and I want to use generated this time instead of vector, instead of UV. And the image texture, we're going to use this later, but I'm going to get rid of it for now. Okay, and I want to do a convert, separate X, Y, Z. It'll be obvious in a moment. Connect that guy there. Let's do this. Let's make these nice and small. We don't need to look at them anymore. Okay. I want to do a color. What's it at? Color ramp. Yeah, color ramp. put that in the middle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a color ramp that starts and goes based on the Z coordinates. We don't need to look at this anymore. We'll shrink it a little. Actually, we will need to see that later. Okay, so when hit the plus sign, create another tab in the middle. Right, so the top of this cone is going to be in the sky, so it's going to be blue. Let's make it a light blue. Okay, fine. Middle is going to be down to earth, so that's going to make it a deep green. The bottom is going to be in that deep in that nether world, so let's make it red. Okay, so now we have a nice little color ramp going on there. Okay, now we need to do some baking, and so I'm going to go into, let's go into, show you that. Let's see. Is it that? Come on, give me the little. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to do a bake. And a bake only works in cycles. If you got GPU, use it. Okay. Now we're going to go into bake down here at the bottom. Under bake, I'm going to just bake the diffuse, and I'm going to turn off direct and indirect because all we want is the color. This is kind of a key. I found out that the bake wasn't working if I had indirect turned on. Oh, in order to get the bake to work, we have to do one more step. I forgot. Do an add texture, image texture. And we're going to use that image that we created before, a cone. All right. Back to, was it modeling? Is that, yeah. Okay, modeling. I'm going to give you a demo here. If I do a bake, diffuse, whoops, need to be an object, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So if I do a baking, see that? Nothing. It's all black. Turn off indirect, bake. Bingo. There's our UV output. Seems to be cut off. Gotta go back to the UV editing and look at that. And we need to shrink it a little bit. Got the order problem there. I don't know why that happens. Okay, back to modeling. Do another bake. we forget to select something? Yes, we're not in object mode. Fine, select. Jeez. There, okay. All the way around. Looks good. All right. Let's do a shade smooth. I don't think that'll affect the bake. Let's see if it does. A little bit. Okay, so now we're close, but not quite before we can upload it to Second Life. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys here and delete them and put in the image texture like thus, okay, that we created. Now we're making progress here. No new files. Well, I'm going to do a test here. Okay, so Control S, save as, clone. Export colada, and make sure you hit selection only. Clone. I'm going to go over to Second Life, do a build, an upload rather, model, cone, here's our cone, select the textures, and we got them. The colors are there. All we got to do now is do the level of detail, level of detail, level of detail, select the weights, 23 instead of 20 or 21. Fine. Upload the cone. Here's our cone. I'm going to put it in my shapes folder. Res this puppy. And there it is. There's our font. Oh, we got this. We got to do some. Got to do some cleanup on the. Or is that a artifact of the shading? Let me see if it is. Yeah, it's not in the cone. That's an artifact of my lighting. Shadow from something on the lighting. Okay. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully this clears up a problem that I have been having and others have been having, that I'm having trouble with uploading the materials, the textures into Second Life in one go and show you how it's done with a procedurally generated texture. So if you got any questions, post them in the comments. It helps the algorithm that YouTube uses. And please like and subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye.